What is going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new series that we're starting on the channel. Like I said in my 2017 goals and channel update video, we've dubbed 2017 as the year of the PlayStation. Quite frankly, guys, Nintendo stuff is just getting ridiculously expensive. So we're gonna slow down on the Nintendo collecting. And I'm not a big Xbox person, so I don't really do a lot of Xbox collecting, but I do love PlayStation. I bought a console when I was stationed overseas in Japan, PlayStation 1. And then, by the end of my military career there in 2000, 2001, I bought a PlayStation 2, and I was actually the second person in our barracks to have a PlayStation 2. It was awesome because it was a DVD player as well. You guys remember that? And this year, I finally was lucky enough to get PlayStation 3, and I've been playing the hell out of it. So, very, very happy to do a year of the PlayStation monthly video where we'll just show all the pickups, and I'll try my best to remember what I paid for it. So, also we're going to do some updates and things like that. So, here's our first update. My PlayStation 3 Model 2 hard drive went kaput. I tried to reformat it. You put in a disc to play it, and it freezes up. So we're going to have to get the disc drive and that replaced. I think I've got a guy that works at a pawn shop, said he can do it for about 15, 20 bucks. But we've got a backup. We've got our God of War PlayStation 3, our Model 3 PlayStation 3. And that's running like a champ, so we're happy to have it. And the games I've been playing, I've actually beaten 3 games already this year. Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3, and a Metal Slug Double XX for the PSP. So again, all PlayStation games that we've beaten this year. And the next game on the docket in the backlog is Heavy Rain. I love detective stories. I've been impressed with the PlayStation 3 so far. Like I said, I'm very, very happy to have one. Love a good detective story. But the 4 PlayStation 3 games that I've beaten this year, The Last of Us, and the 3 Uncharted games, Naughty Dog is kind of stealing the show. So I hope that the other titles, don't disappoint. Just to say that. All right, so let's get into the pickups for this month. The first thing, we got this from Brett Hamilton. He found a guy in his area that just gave it away. Basically, he didn't want anything for it, but it's a PlayStation 3 Model 1 box. There's no console or game or anything like that in there. The inserts are in there. Won't open that up. I have no idea where this is going to go. Obviously, it doesn't fit on the shelf, so we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do with this. Very cool, nice little piece of shelf candy, which is exciting. He also found this for us, a PlayStation 3 navigation controller. There's about 150 or so PS3 games that are compatible with the PlayStation Move controllers. Not all of them are the greatest. We're not going for like a complete Move collection or anything like that, but yeah, to get a navigation controller for free, that's definitely awesome. So go to this pawn shop, and it worked out to be like $1.83 or $1.84 or whatever. I got some Nintendo games too that are in the regular pickup video, but for $1.83 a piece, he threw that in for free. This is a charging cord, but we got a PlayStation 2 AV cable, which is awesome because I found a PS2 Slim that was missing this cable, so we're gonna throw that up on Craigslist. I've got some extra games like Final Fantasy and stuff that I'll pair with it. Hopefully we can get rid of that real quick. So there's the cable for that. And then we also picked up one PlayStation Move controller. Now again, $1.83. If you see these for a couple bucks, definitely pick them up. They're trading in at GameStop right now for $16.50 if you have the Pro Plus membership. So if you can find them for a couple bucks, it's definitely worth trading them in. Brett Hamilton is actually trying to fund an Xbox One by finding these and trading them in. He found 8 or 9 of them at a Cashland advance for $1 each. So he traded them in for 16 bucks. So I think he found 10 or something like that. So 10 bucks got $160.50 in trade. You know what I mean? So he's on his way to get his Xbox One via PlayStation 3 Move controller. So we got one of those. Go to this other pawn shop. I was like, hey, Can I have some help over in the game section? He goes, yeah, I'll get Brandon, our game expert. And I went like this. Ugh. So this guy comes over and, you know, he played more like FPS type games. He said most of the people that come to this particular pawn shop play sports games or first person shooter games like Call of Duty. And that I was really the only person that was looking for this stuff. Now this guy knew his stuff. He knew what he was looking at. You know, he knew Conker's Bad Fur Day from, you know, All-Star Baseball 99. It wasn't like, you know, we're getting... But they were trying to sell PS3 Move controllers for about $15. I don't know if that'll show up. Maybe there. So I picked out a whole bunch of them. So there's 4. And a docking station with 2 navigation controllers. Basically, he charged me $38 for 6 Move controllers, 2 navigation controllers, and the charging thing, which he didn't have the power cord for, which, okay, you know, I'm sure I can find a 5.5 volt power cord for that. But anyway, so 38 bucks or something like that. It ended up working out to be $6.33 a piece. So, you know, 6 of those times $16.50 if we trade them into GameStop, it's $120. So, yeah, not a bad day there. Let's just get to some games and stuff. I did get one more accessory. This was pretty sweet. Got this at a thrift store. Was $4. Unfortunately, it wasn't like half off. But it's a PlayStation Portable hard case, which is actually really nice. It's got some scuffs and some wear on the outside, but the inside is absolutely immaculate. So I needed to get one of these for my PlayStation Portable, so I was happy to find one. Moving on. All right, so the same place we got for $1.83 that Move controller. I saw this in their case, and he opens it up. No game. So I said, you know, do you have like a CD case of games? He's like, no. So he started to put it back in the case. He's like, well, I'll find the game eventually. I was like, well, do you have like a box of games? And he says, no. You have like a stack of loose discs? No. Do you have any idea where they might be? Because I would totally buy this game. And he's like, no. It's like, if you don't want it, man, I'll take it because I'm sure I'll come across the game eventually. And he was like, you know what? Yeah, because I don't know where it would even be, and it sounds like a lot of work just to find it. And they were going to sell it to me for like $2 or $3 anyway. So I ended up getting the case and manual for Star Wars Battlefront for the PlayStation 2 for free. Very nice condition, actually. So I'm sure we'll run across this game again. Or, you know, if they're cheap enough on eBay. Because I think I've got like 2 or 3 of those that are empty. All right. So we go to a pawn shop. I think I got these for... I got this one for $5. $4. I got this for $4 because I actually got 2 other things with it. I got... a GameCube game and New Super Mario Brothers for the Wii. So this was the PlayStation portion of that. I think I got it for like $12. So yeah, $4. So we picked up Leisure Suit Larry Box Office Bust for the old PlayStation 3. Complete. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. Looks like this game still goes for about 12 to 15 bucks, somewhere in there, which is crazy. Stop by, again, these are like all pawn shops. We didn't find anything at thrift this week. Pawn shop. I went in there and I said, hey, I was at the other pawn shop where I got a bunch of these at. I said, do you have any of those? She said, let me go look. She didn't look, or she went to look. She didn't find any. She comes back. They had a bunch of Nintendo games that I got for like dirt cheap. I think I got 2 for $5 on Nintendo games. Kind of looking at it over there. But these games she charged me $5 a piece for, which is kind of the top of the bar where I want to pay for like PSP and PlayStation 3 games right now, unless it's, you know, a premium title. But $5. Picked up Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops Plus for the old PSP. I think that's about the second Metal Gear game I've picked up in a couple weeks. There it is, complete. Not bad condition. The manual's got a little fraying around the edges, but again, not bad. It's been used. And then the other game, definitely excited to see this because these games that are in this genre are actually pretty expensive considering what they are. But we got Birds of Steel with a big old game sticker on there. It's a sort of like a third person flying around World War II type game, which is awesome. I've wanted to add one of these to my collection for a long time. But like IL2 Sturdamuck or whatever is like an expensive game. The Top Gun game that's like this is pretty expensive. So to get one of these flight games for flight sim type games for $5, I think is actually a pretty good deal. Those things still sell for like $15. Kind of wish that I had kept that flight stick, that PS3 flight stick that I actually ended up selling. I actually sold that to get some money to pay for Shenmue. So yeah, you live and learn, I guess. So the last pawn shop of the day, we stopped, and $5 again for PS3 and 360 titles. I said if I buy more, we lower the price a little. He said no. But the thing is, like, I asked him, I said, well, do you get games in often? They're like, we don't even buy PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 games anymore, which kind of tells me that you don't have any value in them anymore. And if you don't have any value in buying them so you can resell them, then the games in your inventory you should just want to dump and get rid of. But for $5 each, I picked up 2 titles. Going to keep both of these in the collection. First one is Blaze Blue for the PlayStation 3. Looks like it's a fighting game. See, that camera will focus a little. But it was complete. The manual is like really thick. Usually in these games you get like a real thin manual or like a pamphlet for a download code. But the manual on there is pretty stout. All right. And the last game, actually, I'm very, very excited to get this game. We're going to dump it in the backlog. And hopefully we'll get to it in the next couple months. But it's Journey, the collector's edition with, what's that, Flower and Flow? Yeah, Flower and Flow. And that one is also complete. This is in very nice condition. The collector's edition here, I would say, is in collector's quality. So guys, that's going to do it for our PlayStation pickups for January. Now, you're probably going to see this in February. So they'll kind of be a month behind, right? So you'll see January's pickups in February. February's pickups will be in March, and so on and so on. Anything that we get PlayStation, whether it's via a pickup, a trade, an eBay sale, a Craigslist score, we're going to put in this box right here, and we're just going to do once a month, year of the PlayStation pickup. So guys, thanks for sticking around for the 12 or 13 minutes that you've been watching. What PlayStation games have you been playing? Did you pick up any PlayStation stuff? As I said, this year of the PlayStation. We'll see you guys on the next one.